Hi, Steve Lackmeyer here with another edition of OKC Central. Today we're with David Wanzer with the 308 Design Collaborative.
Correct, yes. Good to be with you, Steve.
Thanks for joining us. You've been very involved with the redevelopment of Film Row, kind of tracking its history and being involved in its future. Tell us first of all about the history of this area.
Sure. It was one of about 30 cities that were a nationwide distribution hub for Hollywood. Starting in the 20s and ending in about the 70s. All of the Hollywood studios actually had local distribution offices located right here on Film Row.
How did things get started up here? What caused things to start turning around?
Chip Fudge started buying a couple of buildings about 5 years ago. And we had done some initial research on the area, visited with Chip, and explained and showed him what we had discovered about the area, the entire backstory of the Film Row. He got very excited and at that point decided to buy everything that he could, as a lot of buildings had just popped up for sale along the area. So it was really an opportune time for an angel investor, if you will, to come in, package up enough real estate to effectively redevelop the area. And Chip really was the catalyst for that.
And we've seen a lot of building renovations all of a sudden and a lot of street work. Tell us about that.
Sure. The renovation started in the 600 block of West Sheridan. The building that we're in currently was the third building renovated. We recently renovated the Film Exchange building. IO Art Gallery just moved in a couple of months ago. The streetscape was part of a TIF agreement between Chip Fudge and the city, based on his reinvestment activity down here, and then also in addition to some GEO bond money that was allocated specifically for the Film Row streetscape. Collectively, it's about a $2.5 million streetscape that affects the 600 and 700 blocks of West Sheridan. New lighting, new curbing, new landscaping, some movie-themed decorative elements that'll really start to tie it back into its historic history as Film Row.
The last time the street's been improved has been, 30, 40 years?
I can only imagine, yeah. That when we went to the TIF presentation, we took pictures of just the crumbling infrastructure that was over here. And I'm sure it was, 30, 40 years ago. And really the sidewalks were in disrepair, the curbs are half gone. It's really been no man's land the last couple of decades.
And then you had an announcement of Devon Tower just down the street. That had to have changed the dynamics just a bit.
It certainly did. I mean, Devon's located 2 blocks from where we're standing now. It'll be just incredible to actually watch it go up from our vantage point. And it certainly ties this area back into the CBD, I think, a lot better than what might have currently or what might have been perceived prior to that.
The architecture in the street is pretty unique. We don't have much of this left, do we?
We don't. A lot of the buildings built on this intersection of Sheridan and Lee were built specifically for the movie theaters or for the movie Hollywood studios, and you have the Art Deco detailing of the 20s and 30s that really tied that into the era. There are some unique buildings in Oklahoma City, and we don't have a lot of that left.
And now the Design Collaborative is about to pursue an expansion of another building and kind of move down the street, aren't you?
We are. The firms that I office with are purchasing a little building block down, 718 West Sheridan, and we're going to add a second story onto that, renovate the parking lot, and move our collaborative offices down to that location and hopefully have a permanent home on Film Row.
Well, thank you for joining us today. For more downtown-related development, visit my blog, okccentral.com. For all your latest news, sports, weather, and business, go to newsok.com. And for all your latest restaurant openings, listings, festivities, WIMGO.